It is I, the Red Guardian. Who are you? I'm also the Red Guardian, or I used to be. More people call me Ronin now. Impossible, there is only one Red Guardian. That's just patently false, I wasn't even the first one. Ah, so you are my successor. You will pale in comparison to the great Alex. That's me. What? That's me, Alexei Shoshkatov? Yes, but how can there be two of us? That's your question, not why one of us is much older and a little, out of it? You are me in my prime. This must be some sort of, I don't know, life model decoy. Oh, but I do have one of those running around too. So you're the Red Guardian, huh? The first one? Yes, of course. I befriended Drycock. Excuse me? And he helped turn me into a legend, pumped me full of serum so that I could rival the champion of America. They gave you serum? Yes, well, I don't like to brag, but I am a bit of a super soldier. Wow, that's really nice for you. Why? What do you have? Just like natural, peak strength, you know, really fit, really toned. Well, good for you. I bet I could still bench more. But well, yeah, because you're enhanced by drugs. But it sounds like you volunteered. They didn't rip you away from your family, from your wife? No, I don't have a wife. Well, I did briefly while I was undercover in Ohio. We had a whole little family unit, 2 little girls, you know. It was fake, but if you say that, people start crying, so it was real. Interesting. I was the nation's top test pilot and my wife a famous ballerina, and they decided for some reason that we would both be very good operatives, so they stole me away and told her I died. Eventually she was so distraught she was led to the Red Room. Your wife entered the Red Room? Is that not for children? Don't think about it too hard. She's got a lot of different conflicting backstories. She's a spy, you know, the great Black Widow. What? Black Widow, you know, Natasha Romanoff, formerly Natasha Shoshkatov, formerly Natalia Romanoff. She was your wife? Yes, well, she must have been your wife in Ohio, right? Oh, she was in Ohio, but not as my wife. Then how is... Oh. How dare you marry a child? She's older than me. She's some sort of weird, not aging super soldier. I am a super soldier. I age. Well, you're a shitty one. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Who is your wife? Malina Vostokov. The Iron Maiden? She's also younger than Natasha. Her whole thing was how she had to grow up in her shadow. No, you're thinking of my other daughter, Yelena. Yelena was there too. What is going on? Don't judge me, okay? I am a noble warrior. I fought Captain America. Me too. What? Like, for real? Yes, I beat his ass too. Well, kind of. This guy named Ling shot him. It kind of pissed me off, actually. And so I ended up saving his life because I didn't want him to die unnobly. Yes, naturally. Nobleness and such. And how did that go for you? Not great. I died. But you're, Yeah, so anyways, later. How is there a later? You were dead. Yeah, I know. Anyways, later I organized this whole, sting operation to try and get my wife back. We were going to give America back Madam Hydra, but she found out. I ended up giving myself in. Wait a minute, so you're undead and in prison? And then, a decade later, I became Ronin and started doing some criminal shit. How did you get out of the prison? What prison? I just kind of show up places, man. You should start trying. It's very nice. What's going on? Where am I? Calm down. You're in a different universe. Wait, holy shit, are you me? Yes. Oh, hell yeah, that is so cool. I've always wanted to meet another version of me. Really? Well, since I learned it was possible a couple seconds ago, what's your life like? Much like yours, I imagine. The child of one of the most dangerous men in the world, trained from birth to be an elite fighter. From birth? Yes, but I had some good years first. What? Yeah, playing Dance Dance Revolution and shit. Interesting. So when did you start your training? When I was 7, after my mom died. I ran away when I was 14 after the guy who killed her, though. So wait a minute. So you became a master of all forms of combat in 7 years? I'm a quick study. Wow. Yeah, did you ever run away? Yes, when I was an adult to join MI6. Oh, you went England. Fun. I went America. Okay, I can see that. I went to join Dad's greatest nemesis, so in your world he was based in America? Oh, no, I wasn't trying to stop him, or I was doing other stuff. What other stuff? Parking cars, mostly. You just let your father's empire continue. Oh, like you're so great. What have you been up to? I became a superhero. Wait, like a real one? Awesome, dude. Do you know Spider-Man? I invented a brand new fighting style to teach. That's badass. And then I also got his powers for a short minute. Excuse me? You had powers? Yeah, also some extra arms. That was a weird time. Not the only time I've had powers, though. You're kidding me. What else can you do? Kind of depends on the moment. I once got the ability to multiply myself. I had the Phoenix Force for a hot sec. The hell is the Phoenix Force? You know, the Phoenix Force. It's a giant cosmic entity of fire. It makes you sort of goddish. You were a god-ish. Oh my, that is amazing. None of this has happened to you? No, okay, admittedly, I was out of the game for a little bit, but I just went back, finally got to Talo. Why were you in Talo? Oh, right, sorry, this was back when Dad was trying to break in there so he could release the big demon because he kept hearing Mom's voice. I'm so confused. What does our father or our mother have to do with Talo? Mom's from Talo. So you were just toying with me about the whole God thing? What do you mean? Talo, it's like Asgard for Chinese gods. No normal people live there. It's hard as hell to even get because it's hidden by a constantly changing mate. Yes, your mom is from there? Lots of people are from there. It's like a whole village. They use dragon scales. What are they doing with the dragon scales? You know, making cool weapons. Does that work? All we use dragon scales for in my world is powering portals. Okay, wait, so you've never been to Talo? So you never had to like fight a dragon? Oh, I fought a dragon. I used pin particles to grow to the size of a giant and beat it up. That would have been more fun. See, I used the 10 ring. Where did you get the 10 ring? Oh, I defeated Dad shortly before. Why did Dad have them? Who is he, the Mandarin? Is your father the Mandarin? Who's yours? He's got a lot of names. It's kind of not okay to say the original one anymore, but he's powerful is the point. Way better than the freaking Mandarin. Okay, cool for you. What does he use for weapons? Animals. Excuse me? You know, like he hypnotizes them. Sometimes there's also big mutant creatures. Shut up, okay? He's also a hand-to-hand expert like me, so... Yeah, he sounds way more badass than the guy with 10 magic rings. If your dad's the Mandarin, what empire does he have? The 10 rings! He really went full speed into that theme, didn't he? Okay, so I'm sorry. Your father is the Mandarin. Yes. Does the real Mandarin exist? I mean, you want to get really technical about it. No Mandarins exist. You're gonna have to elaborate because there is one. He fights Iron Man. No. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There was a guy named the Mandarin who fought Iron Man. Okay, good. That's the Mandarin. Thank you. You're not understanding what happened. So what they did was they pretended that they were in control of the 10 rings, you know? Despite not actually owning them? Oh, sorry, no. The 10 rings, the terrorist group, not the actual rings. You see why these names are confused? Point is, they didn't know Dad's real name, so they made up the Mandarin and also vaguely made a Middle Eastern. So, okay, hold on. So there was a real terrorist cell that actually existed, and a different group of people decided to pretend to be in charge of it? Yes, that is exactly what happened. They didn't think that the actual leader was gonna care about that, or I don't know, say something. They're American. I don't know what you want me to tell you. They assumed my dad was named after an orange. That is just genuinely insane. So who's the Mandarin on your world? I don't know. He's just some random dude. He's got 10 magic rings. They each do like one specific thing. It's like the Captain Planet of death. And he runs the terrorist organization? There is no terrorist organization. Then what empire does your dad have? A criminal one. Okay, see, now I feel like we're fighting over semantics. It's called the 5 Weapons Society. And you shut it down? Yeah, I did once. Once? Probably more than that. See, the thing is, I shut him down, right, for a good bit. Forever? Let me finish. I shut him down for a good bit, and then Razor Fist went and killed the love of my life. Razor? Good note. I stole that guy's car recently. Yeah, he's like a super deadly assassin and master of martial arts. I don't know if we were quite thinking of the same guy. Point is, after that, I went back to MI6, I shut my father down again, and I took over. You did what? I took over. The terrorist group? Criminal empire. Is that better? Look, okay, I'm reforming it from the inside, right? This is a common mistake, though. I've had to fight Wolverine, Spider-Man. Why was Spider-Man trying to fight you? Because he thought that I was a criminal. Oh, really? Where did he get that idea? Was it from your giant criminal empire? Look, if you don't take control, somebody else will eventually, okay? And it's just gonna keep getting worse. What did you do? I ended it. Or rather, I let my sister do it. Which sister? What are you? Zhao Ling, my only sister. You have one sister? That's convenient. Yeah, how many do you have? 5. Which one do you still have? Is it Sister Staff, Sister Hammer, Sister Dagger? It's Zhao Ling. Sister. Period. The only one. I don't know. Huh, that's not even one of them. So, you really trust that she shut it down? Of course she did. Why would she lie to me? I mean, we're the only family we have now. What about your mom? Literally already told you she died. Wait, for real? I thought you meant like she just got trapped in an alternate dimension somewhere. That's what happened to my mom. Oh, okay, so your mom did go to Talo. No, she was in the negative zone. What is this? Another pocket dimension filled with rich Chinese culture? Nah, it's hell. Oh, really? Yeah, well, you know, she's out now. She's fine. She's just chillin'. Well, at least she's alive. What is this? Where am I? Oh, hello, you look so good. You must also be Sersi. Also, you mean that you're... Yep, from a different universe, and don't worry, this has nothing to do with our psychotic ex-boyfriend, Dane. Dane is psychotic? One of them got rejected and went off on a killing spree trying to take us out through the multiverse, but I'll keep an eye out for that. Good idea. Yeah, the whole thing's kind of ironic, honestly, you know, because the Celestials accidentally created the multiverse when they went to war with their creator, and now I'm their creation. Wait a minute, back up. What do you mean Celestial creator? The thing that made the What part did you not understand? Celestials have no creators. They are born inside of planets. What? It's called the emergence. It's our job. We go from planet to planet maintaining life until the Celestial has enough energy to be born. Okay, so it seems that our universes differ at the most basic level of creation. Cool! Does this mean that you never had to stop Tiamat from destroying the Earth? No, well, of course I did that. But you said he wasn't in the ground to get born or whatever. He was there because he tried to fight Arishem. Why was he attacking another Celestial? He just thought he was malfunctioning because he broke protocol. Arishem, My god, broken? Depends how you look at it. See, it was Tiamat's job to alert the rest of the Celestials to when it was time to harvest the planet. Harvest meaning eating people like popcorn. That's terrible. Could have been, but you see, at the time, deviants had basically taken over all of Earth. You didn't fight them to extinction centuries ago? Are you kidding? They reproduced rapidly. There was millions of them, literally 100 of us. So Arishem spared their lives? Not quite. He still wanted to kill most of the deviants. He just wanted to see what was going to happen with humanity, and he wanted us to do our jobs and, protect them. Arishem cared for humanity? I would phrase it more as wanting to see the results of the experiments that his kind had done on them, but yeah, sure. That is fascinating. We weren't allowed to interfere at all unless the deviants were involved specifically. Huh, I'm literally famous for throwing parties. Fascinating. Yeah, but in your world, if the Earth is just an egg relying on energy to, fuel it, why even kill the deviants? Because we were told to. Not a lot of critical thinkers, are ya? Whatever, so for fighting against Arishem, Tiamat is placed in the ground? Yes, that's why we call him the Dreaming Celestial. He woke up eventually. It was a whole to-do, made worse by the fact that Sprite pulled a Sprite. I'm sorry, what does that mean? It's hard to explain. Is your Sprite, forever a child? Yes. Is he a little bitch about it? She kinda is, yeah. Huh, interesting. Well, pulling a Sprite just means basically fucking everyone over for a chance to grow up. This time it was turning us mortal and making us all amnesiacs. Why didn't you just harness the energy of a Unimind to use your powers to make Sprite alone mortal? 'Cause I didn't think of it? Now who's a critical thinker? I was gonna say there's no way I could do that. I turn man into pig. I don't turn eternal into human. Interesting. Well, I turned a god into stone. God? Tiamat. He hadn't been born yet in our world. You aborted a Celestial? That's a strong term. You aborted a Celestial. Please stop saying that. I'm back. You look like me. Are you some sort of pretender? I'm Gorr the God Butcher. No, I assure you, you are not. I have killed more gods than any other. Really? And where do you come from, pretender? A planet of suffering, starvation, and pain? Yes, actually. Did you watch your family slowly die one by one, including your beloved son? Mine was a daughter, but tomato. I had many kids. I only cared about my son. I only cared about my daughter, so we're saying the same thing. After the death of my son, I lost my faith. I was exiled for telling my clan that gods didn't exist. Gods pretty clearly exist. Yeah, immediately two fell out of the sky fighting, so I was proven pretty wrong. They don't give a shit about us, though. They don't, which is why, when I saw the golden armored god eating as much as he likes in his weird little forest oasis. So, in the same battle that I was just talking about, begged for mercy, I gathered the all-black, yep, shiny black sword thing, and I watched him die. Very satisfying day. This all happened to you. You have the all-black. That's the thing that makes the black, gooey shadow monsters, right? Symbiotes. I'ma stick with black, gooey shadow monsters. You are a fool who doesn't deserve my name. I killed gods for thousands of years. Okay, well, I did it for a month, so. I had my own Earth, far in the future, where I enslaved gods of all kinds from across all different timelines. I stole a bunch of kids. What? Kids! I kept them on, a spaceship. That's all you did? It was a very scary spaceship. What were you even trying to accomplish? I was gonna go see Eternity and get a wish. Why would Eternity grant you a wish? It's what it does, is Eternity. Eternity is now a genie? No, genies grant 3 wishes. I couldn't find any of them. And what is it you wished for? My kid to come back to life. Isn't that what we were talking about? Oh. Yeah, I wanted my kid to come back to life too, but I just made a symbiote version of it. Is that the same thing? Not at all. He actually helped kill me. So you did die? Yes, but it took the power of 3 different Thors. I fought lots of Thors. There was the man one, the girl one. He turned all the kids into one. The kids? Yeah, he gave them his power or something. Turns out it was a liability having them around. You are an embarrassment. Hey! It sounds like it worked out pretty much the same for both of us, so. My consciousness merged with the all-black, and I was resurrected eons in the future by King Loki, where I quickly took back control, murdered everyone I could find, and became more than a god, a force of nature! How'd that work out for you? I was destroyed. Interesting. It took the entire might of the god Tempest. Shut the fuck up. Force of nature? That's a god, you idiot. I'll butcher you. Am I not dead? I don't know about that, but I think you might be in a different universe. My name's Jane Foster. My name's Jane Foster. I thought so. I can see you're the mighty Thor? Yes! I mean, I was briefly. Really, I'm from Earth. Me too. I was a doctor. I was one of the world's leading astrophysicists. That's cool too. So tell me everything. What's life like for you in this world? Probably pretty similar. Yeah, I see we both had a relationship with Thor. Yeah, we've been off and on again for a little bit. Then eventually you moved on and married Dr. Kincaid. Don't know who that is. Really? Yeah, dating's hard. Tried it once, got distracted by a whole dark elves thing. I fought them. They suck. Really, they were more just bland, and then I got back together with Thor for a while. We split up, then I got cancer. That took up a lot of my time. Oh, wow. You jumped right to that? Yeah, that's when I found the hammer, turned into the mighty Thor. Was that your first time doing the whole superhero thing? I mean, I think I helped out a little bit with my science sometimes, but yeah. You never merged souls with Sif and gained the ability to turn into her, but then it turned out that actually you were just switching off who was getting held in stasis in a different dimension? Sif is Thor's, girl friend, right? Wild! So, you get cancer, you hear the hammer calling to you on the moon. It was in New Asgard? You mean Asgard City in Broxton, Oklahoma? Nope, New Asgard, in Norway, where it would make sense. Okay, but since Thor was unworthy, you were able to pick it up. No, Thor was still worthy, he just had a new one, and this one was broken. Broken?! Yeah, it's okay though, kind of fixed itself, and now it can break whenever it wants. Okay, but if Thor was still worthy, was he not fighting Gorr the God Butcher? I don't know what he was doing. He was with the Guardians at the time, but I didn't meet back up with him when he was fighting Gorr. That's something, and let me guess, Mjolnir was also causing your cancer to get worse? I mean, it was healing me, but only while I held it, and it also got rid of all the chemotherapy going on, so same exact thing happened to me. I even had to quit for a little bit, because I knew becoming Thor one more time would kill me. Let me guess, you felt the call of a hero and you did it anyway. Yep, for a worthy cause. To throw Mangog into the sun. To stop Gorr, I did the one thing. How long were you Thor? Not long at all. Did you even have time to represent Midgard in the Congress of Worlds? Nope, but I did go to Valhalla. Oh yeah, me too. And let me guess, you were resurrected right before you were about to walk through the gates. That would have been more convenient. Where the hell am I? What is this? You're supposed to be some sort of variant of mine? What's your name? My people call me Khan, the feathered serpent god. My enemies call me Namor. Dude, my last name is Mackenzie. And who are you? I'm the much cooler, much sexier version of you in this universe. And you can call me Namor. It means avenging son. I'm called that because my dad died. My name is pronounced Namor because it means the boy without love. It's what the colonizer called out as I ravaged his mission. Only my variant would be this intense. You still half Atlantean, half human? I am no human. I am the first son of Talokan and its rightful ruler. Okay, so maybe we're just not variants then? Are you a mutant? Do you have the little wings on your feet? I am a mutant. I have my wings. I was changed by the blue plant imbued with vibranium. That actually sounds like you would be a mutate. I'm a mutant. You're saying the same thing. Really not. Doesn't matter though. This Talokan, that's still like an underwater city that you're the king of? Yes, of course, it is a haven for my kind. I rule it with the help of my advisors and soldiers, Namora, Atuma. Atuma? The leader of the chasm people? He hates me. Why does he hate you? Everyone hates me. It's kind of what I bring to the table. So this Atlantis is also an underwater city, protected by its isolation and secrecy. Mainly? I mean, I did kind of out it when I fought in World War II with Captain America and against Thor. Weird that no one talks about how he was on the other side. You got involved in the affairs of the surface? Yeah, and then I was exiled and lost my memories, so paid that price. You lost your kingdom just like that? What did you do? Just sort of bummed around the surface world for a decade or so. You abandoned your kingdom? I didn't know about my kingdom. Not until Johnny Storm dropped my ass in a river and I got my memories back. That's all it took? You didn't touch water for a decade? I was busy! And how did your kingdom fare without its leader? It was mainly destroyed by nuclear tests. Are you serious? It's okay. I avenged them. I declared war on the surface world. Did it work? Are you asking me if the surface world is defeated? Yes. No, it did not work. And this Johnny Storm you mentioned? An ally? What? Are you serious? You don't know the Fantastic Four? You don't know Sue? I have never heard of any Sue. Just wait, you're gonna love her. You seem to have lots of affairs in the surface world. Never quite progressed to an affair, sadly. I'm referring to your constant presence there. Oh, yeah, well, you know how it is. Everyone always wants you to join some new team. The Invaders, the New Invaders, Avengers, Defenders. Magneto wanted me to join his Brotherhood once.
Shaw asked me to be a part of the Hellfire Club, but I told him if he ever bothered me with something so inconsequential again, I'd kill him.
How did they respond to your rejection?
Those two specifically, they tried to take my crown and destroy me, respectively.
Approximately how often do you lose your kingdom?
Not much, just once or twice a year.
You are a terrible ruler. You would never have lasted in the war against Wakanda.
Please, I did that too. I did just fine. I harnessed the Phoenix Force.
The what?
It's like an elder fire bird. It's mutant stuff you wouldn't understand. Point is, I harnessed his power and I sent a tidal wave that flooded their capital city.
I flooded their city all by myself.
Aren't you just fucking fine and dandy? How did Queen Shuri react to yours?
Not well. She almost killed me.
You let that little girl almost kill you?
What did she do to you?
Nothing that bad. Just pretended to make peace with me and then launched a sneak attack that destroyed my kingdom and massacred most of my people.
Seriously, how many times have you lost the kingdom?
It's really hard to keep track of. I keep getting amnesia too.
Oh my god, I'm not dead! Scott!
Hello? Someone there? Oh shit, MODOK!
Not anymore, citizen!
It's Darren now. You picked Darren?
What, we didn't have time to workshop a new superhero name.
I'm sorry, are you not MODOK Superior, my weird brain clone?
No, I think there's some pretty clear physical differences here.
Yeah, but that's just because that Amadeus kid put me back in my original body and scrambled my mind real good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really recall a lot of my time as MODOK, but I hear that it wasn't that great, and, I'm in therapy now.
Therapy? That would have been more convenient. I don't think I'm your clone, guy. I was turned into this, made to be a mechanized organism.
Mental.
What?
Mental organism designed only for killing.
I thought you said you couldn't remember.
I remember the acronym.
Whatever. Yours doesn't even make sense. That would be MODOK. Anyway, my old boss used to talk about different timelines. Maybe that's what this is.
Fuck, I have variants? You're also George Tarleton?
Nope! Darren Cross.
Darren thing makes more sense now.
You catch on really quick. I'm not sure we were the same person. I was a scientist, bit of a super genius, had my own company.
AIM.
Yeah, those two. But the man who trained me, he could never see them.
No, I mean the company.
The company I ran was PIM.
What's that stand for?
Nothing. It's a guy's name. What's AIM stand for?
Advanced Idea Mechanics. I'm told I was either a very skilled technician there or a janitor.
And that's when you crossed paths with the Ant-Man?
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Scott Lang.
Never mind.
He's like a brother to me now, but God, did we used to have a rivalry. I actually built a shrinking suit just like his, and he short-circuited it, so I descended into the quantum realm screaming in pain as parts of my body, shrunk and grew randomly, and I ended up with a big head and, I'll admit it, little baby feet.
That's how you ended up like that? Wow.
Yeah? Why? What happened to you?
I was just experimented on. They wanted a MODOK. Mental organism designed only for computing. So they tried to give me super smarts by physically growing my brain. Surprisingly, it worked. I also got an ego to match, I'm told, whatever that means. But eventually my head got so big it didn't really fit on my body. Had to sit in the doomsday chair.
That is a wonderful name for this.
Then I kind of went, and took over and changed the acronym and tried to fight Captain America of all things.
A-lister, how'd that go?
Terrible. My own people turned on me, blew me up, and then left me in the ocean.
How did you survive?
To my understanding, another faction just came and got me out. I cannot overexpress how disjointed AIM was as an organization. They were always trying to kill me, and one time they succeeded, but someone always brought me back, and then I'd just take over again.
Sounds fun. I was busy being the best hunter in the quantum realm and just totally best friends with my boss.
Yeah, I can't really say it was a good phase of my life. I was just so preoccupied with all these little vendettas against personal superheroes, I let everything else fall to the wayside. I almost got married, but she dipped after I almost disintegrated a guy.
A woman spoke to you?
And it'd be one thing if I was at least good at it, But, another time, I tried to capture Captain America. Again. Built a robot version of his buddy, the Winter Soldier. Put too many memories in his head and he didn't want to kill him.
Must have been fun to be the one who actually got to come up with the bad plans.
And of course, surprise, surprise, my form ended up being unstable.
What?
And the only thing I needed to survive was this special synthesizer, but my son had it and he was not willing to share.
We have a boy?
Don't even get me started on the monkey thing.
Look, dude, if you're so embarrassed about your life, you can always change. When I died in my timeline, I was an Avenger.
My clone was one of those, the West Coast branch. Did you give yourself abs too? Could you just listen to me for 1 second?
No! Shut up!
Wow, real mature. All mature your ass. Whoa, what is going on here? This son of a bitch says he's 616. I am 616. Ha! Fake laugh. You stole that from me. You stole my entire identification. Okay, everybody, let's just calm down, alright? Now, there is a system for this, you know, the whole multiverse agrees on it, everyone has a number. Right, and Christine Palmer told us that we're 616. Christine Palmer is a nurse. Yeah, in 616, but in 838, she works for the Baxter Institute. I don't know anything about Universe 838. Well, they're the guys who came up with numbering the universes. No, they are. Look, it's the universe with the Illuminati. That's 616! No, 616 has the Avengers. Correct! Guys, the entire point of the system is just avoiding confusion, okay? So if you both want to be a completely random number, like 616, that's fine. We just need to come up with a new classification, right? So how about your 616A and your 616B? Fine, whatever. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Okay, great. Except I would also like to be 616A.